What's up, YouTube? It's Brent here. Long time no see. I thought it was a good time for an update video. I was just making my Beefheads video. If you're not subbed to Beefheads, by the way, and you're into fitness, I'm going to put that link down there, and I suggest going there, clicking the little subscribe button, which is up there, I think, now, and checking that out. But I wanted to make a little life update video, let you guys know a bit about what's going on in my life. I'm still working, just got off work, which is why I'm in my beater, because I took off my work shirt. And and I have this opportunity with my work. I'm doing this group training class. I have a 3-hour class on February 7th, and then I have like a 9-hour class pretty much on February 8th. And at the end of that, actually it's about an 8-hour class, and then you take the test. The test is 50 questions, multiple choice, and at the end of that, I will be a certified group trainer. The certification is through the YMCA, which is where I work. And also my gym. And so I will be able to use that group certification as long as I keep up with it, of course, and renew it as expected. I will be able to use that at any YMCA, which is really exciting. And even though I think I told you this before, I'm a YMCA employee, I work at the yacht club right now, which contracts through the YMCA. All the fitness employees at the yacht club are YMCA employees. So I will be doing group training. I'll have the opportunity to do it at the YMCA, though I'm not sure how much I'm going to be doing there. But I'll definitely, I'm sure, be doing some group training over at the yacht club. So, very excited. It's a big step. Doors are really opening for me. I also plan on, I've been studying ACE a lot, and I'm actually going to be doing even more of it soon. But I plan on, I would like to retest with ACE by the end of March at the absolute latest. So I'll have my group training certification. Shortly after that, I should have my personal training certification. And it's just doors are opening. Things are looking really, really good for me, and I'm really excited about it. What else has been going on with me? Still taking classes at school. Semester just restarted. So I'm working. I'm only taking 2 classes right now. But balancing that out, studying for ACE, of course, playing baseball. Our season just started, so I'm really enjoying that. Been working with a friend of mine who played baseball over at FSU, and he's been training me, and I've really been working with him and learning a lot and getting better at the sport, which is always fun. And that's a really good time. And I also want to make this video and talk a little bit about experiences I've been having at work. Just an experience rather that happened yesterday that I thought I would share. So if you've seen my video before, you know that my boss knows I'm trans. That she's seen my YouTube, and she was just discussing with somebody yesterday. I guess something came up on the TV about transgendered people or whatever, and she was discussing it with another employee while I was there. I didn't really chime in on the conversation. I didn't really, I didn't know what to say, I guess, so I didn't offer any input. But she was talking about the situation in particular that she heard on the TV, which I don't even remember because I wasn't really trying to listen, of course. But she was talking just about the ignorance, I guess, of people in terms of what it's like to be trans. And then she was talking about transgendered children who she knows, and who I guess she did, they did this volunteer thing for this school or whatever around the holidays where they gave kids these presents and stuff. I'm really not sure all the details of it, but I know that it was a volunteer program, and I know that these kids involved got presents for the holiday season. And she was talking about how there was a girl who was dressed like a boy but had long hair, and you know when they're young, you know, you don't really know. So she was talking about how she had gone to give this girl a present, and they're like, oh, this is a girl present, and she was like, yeah, you're a girl, right? And the child said, yeah, but I'm not that type of girl, and she immediately switched it out with a boy present. And the school was really grateful, and it seemed like a good situation, I guess, really worked out. And I just wanted to share this because it was really motivating and inspiring It just to hear her talk, she always in the conversation when she was talking about other trans children that she knows, always used proper pronouns. Even when she was talking about this story, she used the correct pronouns, and I just thought that was really respectful. And even the other employees she was talking to seemed like they were on the same page, and they were actually saying that it's very privileging to live in America, which is where I live, and you have you can have a sex change. You can go through these surgeries. You can see a doctor. You can get on hormones. It's not a big deal, and people are becoming more and more aware of it, and you have the choice. And then the other employee brought up the fact that, you do, but you can't stop the prejudice of other people, which is true. In all aspects, you can't control prejudice of other people, and judgmental comments and stuff like that. But I do feel very blessed to live in a country where I can transition successfully, and it's reassuring to know that even though there is a lot of hate out there, and there are a lot of people who are ignorant to transition, they don't really understand it, I think it's important to keep in mind, one, you only know what you're taught. So, somebody may not use the proper language about things, or they may not speak as clearly about things, maybe, I guess. You might get the wrong impression with their words. I'm not that great with words myself. So I'm sure I come off as ignorant sometimes, but sometimes it's hard to communicate properly what I'm trying to say, or if I don't have a lot of information on it, I can only speak on what I know. And I just really wanted to share this with everybody because I think it's really important to recognize that there are people out there who are very open and understanding, and knowledge is power. When you give somebody tools, there's a good chance they're going to use those tools in their life. At least it'll be there. It'll be in their brain, and if they're in a situation where they may need access to that knowledge, they'll have it, and they'll be less ignorant about it. You're always going to have prejudiced people. You're always going to have insecure people. You're always going to have people who are going to hate on you or make fun of you or do whatever because it's their problem, because they have a problem. And that's unfortunate. But I also think, and I've expressed this in many of my videos before, that education is very powerful and that having that knowledge makes a difference. 9 times out of 10. Maybe for every 10 people you educate, maybe only 3 of them will do something with that education. But at least that's 3 people more than you had before they knew about it. And it's just really reassuring and nice to hear my boss, who is an older woman, I'm not sure how old she is, but she's older than me. I would say in her late 40s, possibly anywhere between late 40s to mid-50s. Very religious, does a lot of work with her church, and very, very, very open-minded to the trans community. I mean, like I said, she used proper pronouns. And I've heard a lot of people who are open-minded, but they got a little confused, so they might use the wrong pronouns. For instance, talking about a boy who was born a girl, they might still refer to him as she. Not because they see this boy as a girl, but because they, and just in their head, okay, this boy was born a girl, it's just, I don't know, but she doesn't slip up with that stuff, and she didn't slip up with that in conversation, and that was really cool to hear, and she was all about, obviously this person's presenting themselves as male, they're very masculine, or when she was talking about females, they're very feminine, they're presenting themselves, so it seemed like it really clicked with her, and it was just really reassuring to me. Obviously, it sounds like she's had personal experience where she's dealt personally with transgendered children, so I'm sure that's made a huge impact on the way she sees things. And even though I live a rather stealth life for the most part, I'm getting more and more to the point where I feel comfortable talking and educating people on it. I mean, I don't go and out myself, of course, but I do think it's important, and my goal is for people to get to know me as me. people like me or hate me. I do have quite a big base of people who can't stand me, but that's neither here nor there. My point is, I think I'm a pretty good guy, and I think if you get to know me as the man I am, and then like, hey, oh, by the way, I'm trans, then I can sit here and educate, and then maybe you won't have these, you might still, but there's less of a chance you're going to have these preconceived notions about me just because I'm trans. There's less of a chance you're going to hate me just because I'm trans, because now you've gotten to know me as a person. And I find it's a lot harder to dislike somebody for something that you may not know a lot about, or something that scares you, or something you don't like, when you know them as a person and you like them as a person. So that's kind of my way of going about things right now, kind of what I'm doing. And that's my life update. Hopefully this made sense. It was kind of a ramble. Just felt like I had to get it out there. So yeah, make sure you sub to my fitness channel too. I'll put that down there so you can see more of this all day, every day. No, I'm just kidding. But you can learn about health and fitness if you're interested, because that's what I do. Oh, and I'll show you my awesome new football. Got some birthday money. My birthday. And was going to get a weighted vest, but decided to invest in this football. It says high school and up. So I think it's 13 pounds. It's pretty big. I think it's about regulation, because I couldn't find anything bigger. All of them was like high school, college, and NFL, but they were all the same size. So yeah, it's pretty tight. It's real leather, and I'm looking for people to play with. So if you're in the Tampa area and you want to play football, holler at me. Until then, I'll see you when I see you. Peace.